So the first thing we want to do is we want to open Steam, and we're going to want to install DayZ Experimental and DayZ Experimental Server. So we're just going to go ahead and install these. And it shouldn't take that long to install the DayZ Experimental Server. DayZ Experimental is a bit larger, so yes, that will take a while to install, especially if you have slower internet. Once DayZ Experimental Server has installed, you're going to want to go over here to Manage, Properties, and you're going to want to enter this into your launch options. I'll copy and paste it into the description of the video for you. After you've entered that into Properties, simply just click Manage again, go to Manage, Browse Local Files, and here is where our files are located for our DayZ Server Experimental. Now we're going to want to create a batch file, so New, Text Document. We're going to title mine Nonvgs.bat, which stands for batch. Yes. Now, a batch file is used to configure mods and to basically start and run the server. We're going to open it with Notepad++. I'll put a link in the description of this video so you can go ahead and copy that batch file. So the batch file is going to look like this on the link in the description. So we can just simply copy it. Go back to Notepad++, copy that in. And another thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to change the server directory up here. So if we go back to our files, we can copy and paste the top. Copy and paste. Go back to Notepad++. Paste. And there you go. Now we can simply save it. And keep in mind, this is where you'll go every time you want to start your server. If you want to change the name to your server, we can go up to serverDZ, edit with Notepad++, and here you can change it. As mine, I have it set to Nonvgs. There are several other options you can change within here. Disable third person, you can make your server first person only. Disable crosshair, you can turn off the crosshair. If you're just messing around, you might as well keep most of these settings on. One thing I'd recommend though is turn off force signatures or verify signatures and force same build. This can sometimes eliminate server issues when creating your own server. But now let's save it. And we can double click on the batch file, and as you can see, a console pops up, and this will start running our server. Now, after all that's done, we can simply go back to DayZ Experimental, the actual application itself, go to servers, and under LAN, you see we have our server. Now, you don't want to join the server initially. You want to go down here to the bottom, and here we have a console running. And if we scroll all the way to the bottom, once it's actually finished loading the server, it'll say sequence initialized pretty much down here at the bottom left. Do not exit out of this tab. Just simply minimize it, or else your server will literally fucking be gone. Now we can simply join server. And as you can see, we're starting to load into our server. Keep in mind, the first time we load into your server, obviously there's not going to be mods, especially if we haven't set up the mods yet. But we will get into that just here in a couple seconds pretty much. So looky there, now we are in the game. And you can play like this if you want to just explore the map. But now I'm going to show you how to set up the server with mods, so you can spawn in the new guns, the new clothes, so you can test whatever you want without having to actually play experimental. Now for this, we're going to want 2 mods. And to find these mods, we can simply go to Steam, DayZ, Workshop. First one we're going to look up is CF, search this, Community Framework. And if you haven't subscribed, you're going to want to subscribe. Once subscribed and it's downloaded, we need to open the original DayZ launcher, not experimental. So down here. And under mods, essentially, normally you can find it here. And we can go to these 3 dots, open folder in Windows Explorer. And now we can simply just copy this folder. Once copied, we can go back to our DayZ Experimental server. We just need to paste it into here. First thing we need to do once it's pasted is copy the key into the keys folder. Now it's copied. Next step, slowly double click, and we need to paste the name into our batch file. So if we go down here, set mod list, dash mod equals, then after the equal, we need to paste it. That is just our first mod. Now we need to add VPP admin tools, which will allow us to fly around the map and spawn in guns and whatever else we want. So you can simply go back to Steam Workshop, and we can just search up VPP admin tools. Now we can subscribe. Then you can simply go back to DayZ Launcher, and you'll also see VPP admin tools. And then we can open folder in Windows, copy it again, go back to our DayZ experimental, go to the keys, copy the key. Now we just need to copy the name. Between every mod, you want to put a semicolon. So just like that, this will separate them. And we can paste VPP admin tools. Now we can save it. And now what we want to do is simply run our server, but we're not going to want to actually load it into the server. And I'll show you why. And the reason being is that VPP admin tools, to use the admin tools in the game, you need a password and you need to enter your Steam ID. So we're just going to pop up this console and we're going to wait for this to load. And once loaded, we're going to open up our profiles folder. But we're just going to let it load first. Now it's loaded. We can simply just exit out of that. Go to profiles, VPP admin tools, permissions, credentials. Here, we're going to want to simply just set a password. So we can just simply delete this top line and enter 1234. Save. Now we need to go to super admins, open this up, and here you need to enter your Steam ID. If you need to find your Steam ID, it will be under Steam. You can click view my profile and it'll be up in the top left, just right there. Now you can simply come back to the notepad and paste it in. Keep in mind you just want your Steam ID, which is just the numbers and nothing else. Then you can save it. Once all of that's done, we can simply run our batch file. And then we can go to the DayZ launcher, the DayZ experimental launcher. And here you'll see your server. Make sure you let this load. Now we can simply join server. If it doesn't let you load the mods, we can simply just go to mods and click local mod at the top left. Go to common and go to where your DayZ server experimental is. And the same place where we have these mods, we can simply select folder and it'll copy them to down here. And then you have to check mark them and then we can use the mods. So join, you can just click keep current selection, join. So now we have loaded into our server. And you're going to need to press a couple of keys. This being the end or the delete key. And as you see at the top, it activates our VPP admin tools. Then we can click home. And under home, we can basically do whatever we want. Here's our item manager. We can spawn anything. So if we wanted to spawn in the new winter coat that they added, winter military coat, yep. Spawn at crosshair. And yeah. You can also test out the new guns if you just simply spawn in a gun. Like the new AK-74. Or the new gun sounds specifically, not new guns, but you know what I mean. And yeah, that's pretty much all. If you've watched my original how to set up a DayZ LAN server, it's pretty much the same thing, but with a slight variation of changes, mainly being the server directory. And if you like the video, yeah, subscribe or whatever, I don't know.